Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions slash life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly, and you can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon. If you'd rather join my Patreon instead, you can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. All right, my beloved Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, and the North Node placements. Let us tap in and talk to God. This will be your current energy reading. All right, current energy reading for the month of April 2024. Okay. Okay, we have the Magician. So I see that you've been actively manifesting with the Magician energy here. You've been actively manifesting, Sagittarius. Like you've been actively sowing your seeds here, right? The actions of life that you've taken are getting you to a specific point of your life. Like you're entering a new chapter of life, a new destination, a new journey, a new path, a new walk of life, right? Based on what you've manifested, this is an energy you've called in for yourself, right? We have the King of Swords here. I do see that it took you really being wise, clever, smart, right? Intelligent, intellectual. It took you stepping in that energy for you to sow these seeds and reap what you have sown, right? Because I see here that what you are manifesting for yourself is not anything small. What you're calling in here is energy that is meant to really change your life, right? You're calling in situations of life that are meant to put you in positions that are life changing. You're calling upon, 555 big shifts. All right. You're calling upon the energy of transformation and transition, right? And it's coming, it's here. I do see that. It's like you are already in that portal. You've opened it, right? And now you're in it. We have chains, all right? We have the energy of chains. So I do see here that it wasn't easy having access to this portal of change, right? Because there were chains upon the portal itself, right? You were enslaved to so much, all right, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. There was just so much that you were battling, and those battles held you captive. Hence, I said you were enslaved, all right. But now I do see that back to what we've established, there has to be a different outcome, right? There has to be a different reality, right? Here we have the Nine of Pentacles. It's like you are really going to receive everything that is destined for you here with the Nine of Pentacles, because you've made it that far, all right? You've made it that far, all right? And with this Nine of Pentacles energy here, it's like because you've made it that far, and because this is something that you've worked on, you watched how life could have been if it didn't go the way you had wanted it to, right? It's like there's so many people you're looking at in life and being like, you know what? If I didn't make the decisions and choices that I made, I would have ended up in that position. So I'm glad that I didn't make those decisions and choices. And those people are acting as testimonies to you to actively push you to be a better person every day. It's like you don't want to end up like that. So choose to actively be a better person every day, right? Like you're learning here. It's like all in the same breath, you are attaining these lessons and becoming a better person. And that energy that you're in is what's breaking these chains, right? It's what's breaking these chains, right? Because you come from a lot of chains. Like mentally, you might have been struggling with things emotionally, you might have been struggling with things spiritually, you might have been struggling with things, physically here. But ultimately, the change is here because the chains have been broken and you are free. Like you're free emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. There is nothing you need to fear, there is nothing you need to worry about, and that freedom is going to be constant and permanent. Like you are going to be free forever. All right, we have the hangman energy. Hmm. And it's like this freedom is earned because of the nine of cups reversed. Like I said, I keep channeling the energy of those around you and those that came, you know it's like those around you and those that you were once connected to. Everyone holds a certain testimony. Like something about yourself through another person that you look at. It's like I know myself through this person's eyes. I know myself through that person's eyes. And these are people you were once connected to, or those that you are currently connected to as well. But either way, the reflection of that knowing is based on the fact that within what you know and what they know as well, you see, it's like because they were in your life and they played a specific role, you know how things could have gone for you if you made specific decisions and choices within that environment, with those people, within those situations, or within those circumstances. You could have actively also um, closed and blocked and strengthened these chains on the portal that you were meant to open, right? Stripping you of your manifestation powers, stripping you of your strength spiritually, emotionally, physically, all right, mentally. But I see here, people are there to show you how far you've come, to show you how far you hit it. You can look at this person and see uh them as some form of motivation, force within you, or inspiration. You can look at this person and see it in that way because of the past or the present, or their past or their present. It's like the transaction process of you, between you and these people that surround you. You're actively seeing the progress of your life and where it's taking you. We have the Ten of Cups. Like life is going to turn out well for you in the end, right? Because you've cleansed, okay? You've cleansed yourself enough to give yourself the manifestation powers you need to call in the reality that you want. Like you're gonna be one of those people that love their life and love life, right? In this world that's filled with so many people that have such sadness within their hearts and minds, unable to be free from that sadness and experience life for what it is. Therefore, they won't be able to say the same thing and say, I love my life, or I love life itself. All right, but that's your reality. What's about to be, right? Yeah, look at, wow, like Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups. It's like, what? This is like those type of blessings that are generational, or generational based blessings. Okay, I said burst. It's like you're going to be bursting in tears of joy, or bursting in ecstasy. Like you're going to be bursting in happiness, right? Bursting in the anointing that is going to unravel itself in your life through the Holy Spirit energy. Like you're going to really be okay. Like life is going to be okay, no matter how it seems to be right now or how it has always been, right? You are the change, right? You became the change. So your life changes because you became the change, right? And because of that, there's no more chains, right? Yeah, we have the Six of Swords reversed because back to the people that you are connected to and that were connected to you. They're living proof of how far you've come, where you're headed, and who you are. Because you can identify different things about yourself through these people and who they were to you, who they are, right? I am seeing, that you yourself can have any level of doubt within your heart and mind about your current situation of life. But the level of power you hold in the spirit realm is putting you in a position that even with those doubts, your manifestation powers are so high ranking, you are able to attract and call in exactly what you need. Whether that's a solution, an idea, a thought, a feeling, right? Whether it's an object, an opportunity, right? An experience, right? It's able to come to you. That's the power. Like you have power here. Yeah, but this is power that a lot of people try to strip from you, right? A lot of people never wanted to see you in this powerful position. And power is like power of identity. Like, there are those people in life that really they know who they are, and their energy reciprocates in that form where wherever they go, wherever they are, they just shine, or they really do well, they take off because they're right in alignment with themselves and their purpose of life, right? So it's like that high vibration of being that you're in, where it's like you're right in alignment. Like there's perfect unison of energy right now in your favor. Okay. After the time frame of people not wanting you to get to this point, you are at this point regardless. Okay. And there was a lot of desperation to try and keep you in the past or keep you in the energy of not reaching your destination and fate, right? Keeping you trapped in ways of mental entrapment, physical entrapment, spiritual entrapment, emotional entrapment, okay? But that's not your fate and destiny, so that will never be your reality. And because you've actively applied yourself in life to be a better person and stay high vibrational, you're going to be okay. Okay, with the King of Cups being reversed, I do see here that healing is an everyday process here. There's things that are going to trigger within yourself actively, and you're going to need to address it right then and there so you can be able to move on. And I see that that's what you've been doing. Give yourself the room and the space to heal. Like not everything needs to be healed right now, right then and there, immediately, just because you know what you need healing from. Give yourself the time to actually heal over time, right? Give yourself the space, give yourself the opportunity to be able to heal, right? So even in that triggered moment that you find yourself in, give yourself the opportunity to heal, right? We have the Queen of Swords reversed. Whilst you try to be a good person in life, there are those that are not even trying to be good. Like they just purposely stay in bad energy, and they pollute the earth spiritually with their vibration, because their frequency and wavelength, it doesn't resonate um with high elements of life. So no matter where they are or what they're doing, things never grow. They can never harness enough power to build or to strive or to be motivated or to have drive or to be okay or to feel good or to do good. Like they just find themselves in cycles of bad energy time and time over and over again. They just cycle and spiral in bad energy, right? And they stay there and they become trapped there. And you've been seeing that actively happening to so many people you were once connected to and those you currently are connected to, right? That should act as a force to push you to do better and be better, all right? Because you are learning from those around you and everything that is connected to them. And with the Knight of Pentacles being reversed, always allow yourself to learn, no matter how old you are or what you think you know or where you've been. Like, there's always more to learn. There's always more to discover. There's always more energy. Like, it can get better. It can get better. It can get better. All right. It can get better. It can get better. Okay. And the problem with the enemy is like the enemy doesn't want that for life, right? So they stay in the energy of being bad so that they put that out there to people. And the problem is, it actually has its effects on us mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually when people try to attack us in those ways. And it takes active healing to get to the point of not needing any of that, right? Being in your body, being in your mind, being in your heart. Meaning, if you had also took the initiative or the step to be a bad person, bad things would have happened to you as well. So it's like you actively trying to be a good person, you are getting to that point of life where life will reciprocate that energy. Things are going to be just fine. Like it's going to be good, right? And use the people around you as a motivation force, right? You got to do better. You got to do better. All right, Sagittarius. I got to do better. I got to do better. All right. We have the Knight of Swords reversed. And it's like, it's okay to not be okay on certain days. It's okay to have a little bit of stress about a certain situation and concern. It's real life based things where in that moment that's what you're going through. So that's how it goes in that moment based on the feelings, the emotions that come out of you in that specific moment because it's in that moment that you're experiencing that thing. It's like it can be said, okay, things will be better, but you need that motivation within that moment to get to your betterment. So actively every day try to push yourself to a better reality, right? Therefore, because you're so close to a certain breakthrough that is already unraveling itself in your life. You're going to be the one people look at as a testimony and say, I want my life to be better because I see the life that they have, right? So you also act as a testimony to those around you, okay? They're gonna see better through you. Like, I can be better, I can do better, I can heal, I can address this, I can reflect on that, I can do better, I can do better, right? All right, my beloved Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, North Node, and Mercury placements. This was your current energy reading for the month of April 2024. I thank you so much for your time. Goodbye.